Let's see. All right, Crossroads Sports, the evening talk. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok. Myself, Jonathan Birdsong tonight. JB, the college football playoffs. Wrapping them up. The quarterfinal games, John, just finished. I guess we can go in reverse order if that's how you want to go. Notre Dame and Georgia. Notre Dame just basically owned that entire game there against Georgia tonight. Just owned it.
I thought, what I'm saying, that definitely wasn't the score, right? That I thought everybody, not include myself, when I say everybody, definitely wasn't the score I thought, what I'm saying, it was going to be. The outcome, what I'm saying, we go through our pick'ems, what I'm saying, I had Notre Dame win. Kind of got Notre Dame beating Penn State too. What I'm saying? Be honest with you, man. If, what I'm saying, I know we haven't kind of thought that far ahead, but man, Notre Dame. Both of us kind of knew it was going to be a low scoring game. That was going to be controlled by either, either team. Notre Dame just, was the team with the bigger boys. On both sides of the ball. Offensive line, they dominated. Defensive line, they dominated. Georgia really couldn't do a whole hell of a lot of anything. Yeah. There's going to be some SEC and Georgia fan apologists. They're going to say, well, their starting quarterback, that they had, throughout the season wasn't there, man. But Georgia is Georgia, and and just like all those, they are the bluest of the bluest blood teams,
right?
In the field. So it's next man up. You're the backup. Guess what, y'all? He's, I get it. He's he's a freshman, but he's 5-star. He's 5-star coming out of school, man. So there's no excuse. Hell, because if we use that for excuse, then parallel, and we'll come back to this game, Notre Dame and Georgia. Parallel this game, Brandon, think about what the depth Texas got at quarterback between Quinn Ewers and Arch Manning. So, you got to be special. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. A lot of these teams are special at the significant positions, man. So, they it wasn't like the homie didn't play a bad game. He just didn't play a game that Notre Dame just had a better defensive scheme for him. Freeman played, like I said, Freeman also, out schemed Kirby Smart tonight. So
yeah, I thought Notre Dame's defense was all over, just all over the field. They didn't give Georgia any room. Georgia's quarterback, he looked more hesitant tonight than we did against the Texas game. And it's the turnovers. ETN with the big first fumble as Georgia's going in to score to open the game, and that huge fumble right there, that was huge. To turn the momentum, and it seemed like there was more Notre Dame fans there than Georgia down there in New Orleans for today's game, and I thought Riley Leonard, he used his ability. A lot of times you don't see it. They go away from it. But with Riley, he ran when he needed to. He's got that scrambling range. He scrambled when he needed to. His passing game was a little bit better this year. Faison was his main go-to target there. And then running back wise, the main man didn't get the carries that much, man. I don't know if he was sick. They said he was sick or not, but he was in and out of every possession, it seemed like, the number 4 running back for Notre Dame. So that type of game played well for the Irish.
This is still, I know they gonna say we homers, man, because it's Indiana, and this is Indiana-based show. But no, man, Notre Dame still has some guys out on defense, that they didn't have, throughout the year. Did for this game. So, man, you have to kind of, like I said, tip your cap to what Coach Freeman put together tonight. I don't, I'll engage it in the, the Big Ten, SEC, and who's the better conference. But right now it's really all about, what the team, they worried about, not your conference, man. So you can check all those Lane Kiffin tweets that you like, But now, man, it's about, don't your program being focused and damn the conference, who's keeping score. That's kind of like ESPN, and maybe a little bit, I guess, maybe some of the fans. I get irritated by it, Brandon. I hope them people are watching right now. I get irritated by big pause. I get right now, man. Like, if your team is out of it, like, you don't go to the second team that's in your conference that you like or that you think you might like. Like, Brandon, let's be honest, man. If IU
You talking about Decot? Decot going Georgia?
Listen, man. If IU basketball, you still are a Purdue basketball fan, man. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. Nothing against that, man. You know what I'm saying? But listen, if IU gets to the Final Four, you don't care. As a Purdue fan, you don't care. Like, man,
I'll congratulate them, but then that's it.
You can, for personal reasons, right? Because we have, you know what I'm saying, we have a friend of the program. But if you didn't have that friend of the program, you know what I'm saying, if you didn't have those friends of the ties, man,
whoever they're playing, I'd be cheering for.
Absolutely. So,
yeah,
you know, you don't be cheering for conferences, y'all. That's not what
the SEC does, man. They step on each other. They play for each other. I thought a cool act was the fact that with the college football playoff, the teams that make it to the semifinals, they get $14 million to their conference. So Ohio State and Penn State, guess what? That's 28 mil to the conference. SEC, you get 14 mil for Texas. Notre Dame, you get for yourself $14 million.
And that's the reason why everybody should be independent. I really
you want everybody independent.
If you are a big brand school, you should be independent. What Texas is a brand that they could still hitch their wagon, no pun intended, to a conference,
right,
and still make their way to you know what I'm saying as an at-large bid. You know what I'm saying? You telling me 11 a team like Texas that goes undefeated is going to, like, man, there ain't gonna be no more Big 12 that gets back. You know what I'm saying? Whatever thing. You know what I'm saying? Whoever. You know what I'm saying? But
you had 3 2-loss teams and one loss team, Notre Dame, who lost to Northern Illinois. That's in these Final Four. So,
man, a MAC school, and they're
MAC
pretty
school, baby.
They're a pretty good program. You know what I'm saying? But that's just kind of the unreliability of like getting, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you're being too nice now. Let's relax. It's Northern Illinois.
But Northern Illinois they won their bowl game too. They beat Fresno State.
Okay.
The program, man.
You want the coach to jump already?
Hey, man, listen. Ball State listen. It's a MAC school, and like playing it like that's kind of what we're
Ball State got the Division II coach.
He's gonna be all right. He's gonna be that deal.
Tanner don't think so.
Tanner don't think so.
Other games, John. Ohio State just thumped Oregon. Complete thumping. I didn't see it coming like that. I don't think a lot of people did. Now, me and you both picked before the season started. Our preseason picks was Ohio State over Georgia in the championship, except for Tanner, who had Georgia over Oregon. So his is completely out. But, man, Buckeyes. And I heard the best thing yesterday. The best thing for Ohio State was losing to Michigan because that took the pressure off. They could go out. Looks like they've been playing free the last 2 games.
No, the best thing is to win the national. I mean, I understand the motive.
No, the best thing was for them to lose it just so then they can reset for the playoff.
I understand, but you don't, dude. Like, he has to win. Brandon, I blew up your text. You saw it? You thought I was joking? You thought it was just some random afternoon tweet or random afternoon text? Dude, he has to win the national championship. And he got his team.
Well, he's 2/4 halfway there.
Yeah, I'm kind of, you know, I'm gonna go a little fine bomb arrogant. I'm kind of embarrassed that they didn't play like this all season, man. Come on, man. They should play like this all season.
Even against Purdue,
they had duck sauce. Even against IU, like he put the Signetti out. He was for real about that. Remember they played IU and rolled.
Right.
But like, nah, man, I think we really are. And all jokes aside, man, I know, you know what I'm saying, hi. I think all just we're on a collision course. No disrespect to Texas. Quinn Ewers, he cranked out a gutsy game, man. But he you know, that's a real gutsy performance.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona State, regardless of your opinion on the targeting or non-targeting call versus Arizona State, you know what I'm saying? We all fell in love. Well, you should have. Nationally, y'all should have fell in love with the kid Scatterboo. You're right, you know what I'm saying? Running back. Y'all gonna see. We
future Pittsburgh Steeler running back.
Everybody wants to that, man. You know what I mean, Brandon? No lie. You know how many Dallas Cowboy fans who was hitting me up there? Who's this kid? Who's this? I'm like,
they can have Ashton Genty. We'll take Scatterboo. Scadaboo's more of a Steeler than Ashton Genty.
There's gonna be about 25 running backs.
You think Mike Tomlin ain't gonna want to suit that dude up and get him in there?
Man,
Especially with Najee being a free agent.
I think he might end up with Jim Harbaugh too, man. You never know.
It. There we got like 6 running backs. Okay. 2 of them he borrowed from his brother.
But like,
just to get him going.
Yeah, it's got to be. But like, no, man. I think we're on a collision course. I think Ohio State beats Texas. It's gonna be a real gutsy game, man. I really do believe I'm one of those people that believes Arch Manning is a better quarterback than Ewers.
No playing time for Arch.
But like, you know what I'm saying, this is gonna be a game full of emotion. Ewers, correct me if I'm wrong, Brandon. Did he not end at one point? Was he not on campus in Columbus? Was he not Ohio State Buckeye?
Yeah, he was on campus in Columbus and then bounced after that. If Texas plays, I mean, this is obviously obvious, but Texas can't come out playing like they played against Arizona State and take the foot off the gas and think they're going to cruise to win against Ohio State, because it can change quickly with them.
They couldn't run the ball. They couldn't run the ball yesterday for anything. But they were, but they are good on. They are great on 3rd down and 4th down long. Like, dude, they
are.
They're great on 3rd and 4th.
Hey man, what'd you think of that kicker? Sarks iced his own guy. Have a quick pep talk, or don't even talk to him all and get him out there. But when you put your hands on the shoulders of the guy, you got your hands on the shoulders of the guy. Like, listen, just having a dude. That's Darius Butler said, dude. When I saw that, I told him it's taking too much time, man. Too much time. He goes out and misses.
So, like, overall, man, what have you thought of this? Like, since this is a new format, taking away some of, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What kind you have thought of it? I kind of had some people. I try to pull some people in, you know, like some of the know-it-alls.
Yeah.
You know, Epic and the know-it-all from Sports Spot to kind of pull a, you know what I'm saying, perception of like this new format, man. Because like, dude, we've been on, like, dude, you know, Crossword Sports, we've been doing 4 games, BCS or whatever, man. And like now, like I said, Brandon, like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a Titanic matchup versus Texas. Nothing taken away. I think Ohio State, that's the better team. Right?
Yeah.
I think we're on a collision course with Ohio State, Notre Dame.
Two things to answer your question. Number one, I think it's very interesting that the fall of the SEC's dominance, the fall of Alabama, the fall of Georgia, coming back to normal, all happened as soon as every team starts spending money on the NIL and recruiting.
Wow.
I'm just saying. I know I probably got TikTok's probably got some SEC people in there pissed off with that comment. I got YouTube, Facebook, Twitter pissed off, but it's true. It's down to a level playing field now. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted for sports. Here's my problem.
Good.
We gotta work on the seeding, man. We gotta work on the buys. We gotta work on the seeding. Conference champions all do not deserve buys. I think you go with the ranked teams 1 through 4. Boom, put them at that bye. Here's my follow-up question: do you really want to buy? Because in this Final Four, we have 3 non-conference champions and 3 teams that have 2 losses, and obviously Notre Dame with the 1 loss. But it's like, do you take that bye? And I'm not saying these teams were rusty. I don't, because they have buys to begin with before bowl games regularly, and some of them haven't. We've never complained about it before, or they've taken a month off. So, I like it because it's keeping people playing, John. You look at these rosters out here; they're playing. They're not sitting out for the draft or anything like that. You're getting the damn near best of the best for these playoff games.
Boise State didn't lose because of Russ. They lost because James Franklin schemed a great defensive scam.
Damn.
I didn't.
Deep State.
He schemed a pretty good, like Genty. He made Genty look normal. You know what I'm saying? Genty's not normal kind of run back. He could play on anybody's Division I and get whatever. Would he be invited to the Heisman if he played for Penn State? I don't know. He'd probably be all Big Ten. He'd be all Big Ten. But like, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, James Franklin got I can't remember the kid's name, but he got a special kid out there at tight end. He's got, what concerns me, Brandon, is like, man, when he was up, they were up in the game, clearly dominating, right? They start running trick plays, man. I was like, that means you don't believe in your quarterback, man. So, like, long term, or your offense? I won't say quarterback. You don't believe it's offense because they're running trick plays, man. I don't like it, Brandon. Like
I think that's where you get practice them, John, because then you got them in the repertoire that you're on a bigger stage.
They wasn't that.
You're all,
it wasn't that close. It wasn't that dominant to beating. Like it was. They was heavy up on. I mean, Boise. I get it, but
I think it was pretty dominant win. I think they rolled them. That was a rolling, man. Pinty only had 120 something yards rushing. We say only because the dude's dominating all year.
Right. They start getting all the penalties and making again, man. James Franklin defensively, Brandon. But again, Brandon, don't trust that. Don't trust him offensively, man. You can't. Okay. Okay. What's your thoughts of them? Penn State versus Notre Dame, real quick.
What's my thoughts on who?
Penn State versus Notre Dame.
I like Notre Dame in that game. Spread's 1.5 right now. Notre Dame by 1.5 right now. It is the Orange Bowl, so we played down in Miami Gardens.
Man, they're going to beat them by 10, at least.
What do you think the Ohio State, Texas? Let me ask you, see if you're getting close. Ohio State, Texas, what do you think that spread's at? Opened yesterday, but the Notre Dame, Penn State opened up 20 minutes ago.
Maybe like 9.
For who?
Ohio State.
It's Ohio State -6.
Okay. At least they got the right team.
Right. I kind of like Ohio State up until it gets to 7. Once it gets to 7, I think I got to go to the Texas side of it. And Notre Dame and Penn State, I think they got it right. I like Notre Dame to win this game against Penn State. James Franklin's going to piss the bed at some point in this playoff, and I think we've reached close to that time.
Get ready to happen. They won.
Another thing,
okay.
We almost – I'm choking.
Don't do it.
We almost got what I bitched about before this playoff started. Overtime, 2-point conversions. We almost got it to where it's just 2-point conversion plays. In college football playoff games, you need I need full quarters.
You said you want 4 quarters.
No, I want full quarters. So you got a 15-minute quarter.
Oh, yeah.
Let's play like the NFL and not do this crap where you get a possession and then they get a possession. Deciding going to a national championship shouldn't matter on 2-point conversion plays where you got the 6th overtime.
As far as tweaking the playoff system, I got no problem with it being 12 teams. Don't go no more.
Correct. Right.
It's going to get kind of interesting. You say pull them just from the you know what I'm saying, not necessarily the college. I still like the champ. Like, man, the championship's going to matter, Brandon.
It does. That's fine. But the buys, let your conference champion, if they're the 5th seed, guess what? They're the 5th seed.
Nah, I'm keeping the conference champions.
You really want another Boise State Big 12 or a SMU
because
ACC 4 seed?
So are we going to go to a neutral spots now?
For the first rounds? Yeah,
correct.
Absolutely.
Ooh, man, but like all that revenue that a team could make. Think about what Bloomington could have made down in Bloomington.
Well, they ain't good enough, so.
Whoa. Okay. Think about when.
They weren't good enough to host the game.
What's the name of this new coach we got in West
The team that bitched about them not hosting a home game, they got beat and rolled by the team that they thought they should have hosted a home game over.
You will be whistling a different tune when Purdue, 2-3 years from now.
Purdue will never be in this situation.
Excuse me?
Never.
They got the dude from UNLV.
The same guy that lied to the quarterback?
No, don't get us in trouble.
I'm not getting us in trouble. I'm stating a fact.
In
the USA Today.
Maybe the quarterback lied.
Maybe the quarterback lied. Maybe we get him back over here. Maybe he comes back.
My homie recruited the new coach recruited his son already. So, and
they got some dude from Arkansas. I just saw the 3-star, big 3-star transfer from Arkansas.
Man, Cincinnati got a better recruiting class than that. But I'm hoping better things. I said 3 years for Purdue. 3 years.
That's. Hey man, speaking of, we're talking about state teams here. Crossroads Sports. Crossroads Sports are a playoff wrap-up show and just kind of catching up from the week, the holiday week. We're live here on TikTok. We're live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, on X, you want to call it. Myself, Brandon Reeve, Jonathan Birdsong, On the other end, Crossroads Sports located here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Shout out Indy. John, I want to ask you real quick, IU basketball.
Man, why?
Your man staying out so late, making what $2 million or 1 something in NIL, and he's staying out late at the Huggy Bear when nobody's in town except for the locals.
But he's a grown person.
Mike Woodson don't care.
But it's weird, man, because he's a grown person, paid professional. He can't go get a brew. He's over 21.
Not at midnight the night before the game. It was the night before the game. You know, Mama Birdsong, she'd have the switch out ready by the time you got home.
What you pay for, man. So, like, did IU think that when he spent time with Gonzaga that it was just the program and not the kid? Did IU think when he spent time with Arizona, another blue bud, that it was the program and the kid? So, like, the optical, I get, but see, I'm looking at it like I'm a grown person, man. I'm 21, 22. I'm not getting torn down. But, like, the commitment to be excellent in IU basketball and to hang another banner, not another Big Ten championship, like, you don't have it. So you wasted your money.
Yeah, they did. 1 something mil.
They gotta, like, Mike Woodson, you know, like, you give him talent and he's kind of wasting it, man. That's kind of like.
And they play Rutgers at home tonight, 8:30. There is no Harper is not playing. He's out tonight for Rutgers.
They got a chance in, but the other kid, the other kid's draft pick too, so they might get.
Give me a second.
Look at this, unprofessional. Brandon Reeves, unprofessional. We didn't win live.
Oh, mom's home, so the dogs are barking, going crazy.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Let's go a little serious route.
You got some NBA talk you want to talk
about? We need to talk Indianapolis Colts.
Did nobody getting fired?
John, you lose to the Giants. Lost to the 2-whatever Giants. 2-13 Giants.
Gus Baker just probably ain't getting his contract renewed.
Gus Bradley, not Baker.
Well, I was, Gus Baker's, he's a good guy. Yeah, Gus Bradley probably. Gus Bradley ain't coming back at all. It's not happening. But
Chris Ballard should not come back either. I told you this morning I thought Shane Steichen and A. Rich get 1 more go. 1 year to go. Because you know that GM's going to want his own quarterback, his own head coach in there. So he'll give it a trial run. And when the Colts win 6-7 games next year, he can get rid of them both.
It's a little bit more complicated than that, man, because I don't know who's up on the depth chart of the free agency line list, but they got some. So you're going to have to make a decision on it. You know what I'm saying? Who you bring back in free agency. So, but I don't think Ballard's getting fired. You know what I'm saying? Jim Irsay, one of them.
Team running back?
Either, I told you Gus not coming back. Brandon.
No. They should have fired him already. Why have they not fired him? Are we just waiting until Monday?
Brandon.
They're going to fire him in a snowstorm?
Whoever the defensive coordinator, he might be the head coach come mid-season.
They're going to fire Gus Bradley during a snowstorm on Monday, have him go all the way into West 56th Street office, fire his ass where he has to drive back through 12 inches of snow.
Well, I hope it doesn't snow that much. But no, man. I think the Colts, they probably they're gonna retain, and then if it is bad, then it'll still flame out next year, and then you still be set up for quarterback. When is Arch Manning coming out?
2 years probably.
There you go.
Belt is a fantasy football championship. The placard is Purdue Final Four. Somebody was asking what was behind me. I'm hoping it's not a ghost that's behind me because
They
were the lights.
The Pacers. They were. This is a pro.
Oh, the Pacers. The Pacers back here. Yeah, the Pacers are behind me as well. And they're actually playing decent tonight. By the way, I thought it was very convenient how the first run of the NBA All-Star votes came out tonight. And I didn't see a single Pacer on there. No Tyrese Halliburton, whatever. And then tonight, he's having a heck of a game tonight.
The Pacers.
Very convenient.
The Pacers need wins more than need All-Stars on the floor.
Hey, how about that? That was a good win against the Celtics the other night, though.
Plus, what is the All-Star?
Finally, they won in Boston.
Yeah, but then it took a loss. what's the All-Star game gonna be anyway? I ain't trying to be super poo-poo.
I got to give love. I got to give love to my man, Russ Westbrook. Russie. Not Russie Wilson, who from the Steelers, but Russ Westbrook.
He run you some money.
Triple double, won me about $1,000. John, he had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 4 points on the last 3 minutes of the game when they were up big on Utah. I don't know how he got it. I was chalking it up to a loss already. I was chalking it up, and they pulled it out somehow. I was impressed.
Won Brandon Reese $1,000.
So Colts, they play at home against Jaguars. Jaguars have had their number for hella years right now. Hella years. What do we think? A-Rich is probably not playing. By the way, I saw Buckner. There's a lot of shit coming out now about the Colts during the season, but with the A-Rich tapping out and Buckner and them coming at him, and there's an anonymous source that said, "What culture? What's the? There's no vision."
Kind of going at his professionalism as a quarterback, or particularly as a leader. You know what I'm saying? Highly talented, you know what I'm saying? Or them being in and out, you know what I'm saying? Because they are on a different timeline themselves. They're older and
right.
into their careers. And here, you know what I'm saying? He's a waffling, can he play kind of quarterback, you know what I'm saying? And everybody kind of sees the writing on the wall. You know what I'm saying? If you had a better quarterback room, it probably wouldn't be so, you know what I'm saying? You probably wouldn't get comments like this, man. I say, Brandon, like, don't go total scorched earth. You can't be a panicker. I'm not saying be stale like Jerry Jones either. Jerry Jones is gonna bring back his Operation Mike McCarthy run back. So
God.
I think Ballard gets to come back, but like I'm like, if I'm Jim Irsay or whoever, you know what I'm saying, those other, you know what I'm saying, the think, trust, and the brain, that is the general managers, you know what I'm saying, who's gonna pick on the draft board. Like, we gotta get better. We gotta get better talented at quarterback. They have to. You have to get better talent at quarterback. More accuracy. You have to get better talent. If that means that,
but they're not going to go draft.
That no. That doesn't mean you go get a free agent.
And you don't get somebody that's old.
No. If you have to draft, I'm not just saying go crazy.
Somebody tried to tell me today, Aaron Rodgers, who they should go get. I said, y'all are crazy.
No, first round quarterback. Just draft one. It's okay. You saying you don't pull back? You losing your mind. It's okay. If the kid can't, if his representation asks for a trade, say la vie. We'll make it happen for you. Try to see what the asset price is for Anthony Richardson type talent. You know what I'm saying? No, not you. I'm talking about other teams. I don't think other teams that go. Where did the coach draft Anthony Richardson at? 5, pick 4.
Yeah, 5.
You're not getting that back.
No, of course not. But
you would never get that back.
I don't think you get anything now.
Second rounder.
Well, I'm looking at the. Let me bring up the mock draft right now.
Okay.
Let me check out the Tankathon, the 2025 Tankathon. They got Travis Hunter at 1, Shedeur Sanders 2.
Yeah, Travis Hunter gonna be playing with the Patriots.
Oh yeah, they asked Mayo what they were going to do this week, and he said, we mentioned everybody. We losing this one." Colts right now have the 12th pick. It has them taking Jalen Walker, linebacker, Georgia. After them is at 13, Ashton Jeanty to the Cowboys.
I don't trust Ballard to pick a linebacker. Or any division, like, man, Quiddy Pay make a play.
He may not be picking him.
Quiddy, yeah, he is. Quiddy, like, dude, we got enough linebackers, and he's pretty good at picking linemen, offensive linemen, like doing that. He does the diligence there, but
they've got the Steelers picking at 25 wide receiver Emeka Ibuka from Ohio State.
Coach Brandon, I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't even trade up for a quarterback. Just let one just fall to you.
Let it fall?
Unless somebody make a deal for you. If you think if you got a quarterback that's graded in the second round, somebody want.
Who do you trust of these guys? Shedeur Sanders, Cam Ward,
we're not gonna be in
Jalen Milroe, Quinn Ewers, Carson Beck. That's your only 5 quarterbacks.
Yeah, no, there's some other quarterbacks out there.
John, you ain't gonna trust anybody after that. Those
No,
five, you ain't gonna trust
those the
anybody
house.
to be a starter in the National Football League past those five. And I question even Carson Beck at all.
There's always you gotta find your diamond in the rough. There's some, you know what I'm saying. There's some other quarterbacks out there. Die with Jaden Milroe, and he got a lot of bad tape on him, so you can take him out of the first round equation. You can take him out of the first. He's played himself out of the first round. Jaden Milroe.
If you're the Colts, do you suck one more year to where next year you got Nico from Tennessee, Drew Aller, Arch Manning, Garrett Nussmeier?
You suck. I mean, realistic, man. But like, there's no taking in football. So yeah, you would suck because, like I said, Arch Manning is gonna be that deal.
You do whatever you can to trade to get Arch Manning, right? You think Jim's already doing it behind the scenes? Hell no.
It's the fact that Anthony Richardson might end up being a good quarterback because he just needs more seasoning, but he's not going to be a good quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts. So if you look at it like that, then you just go ahead and say, hey, Anthony Richardson, we just go ahead and trade you anyway. And they're not going to ever. It's going to be a loss. It's you know what I'm saying. You played yourself into that lottery pick anyway, so it's not like you know what I'm saying, you traded your way up or out or whatever. You know what I'm saying. So you didn't you didn't necessarily lose in that regard. But again, right. Brandon, I would just bring in another quarterback, man. Or, you know what I'm saying? It's not like we're going to bring another. They do need to get more special at tight end. They do also need to start figuring out replacing the aging offensive line as well. And, you know, there's also a lot of, you know what I'm saying, you look at Notre Dame, you know what I'm saying, as we kind of just glazed over college football, Notre Dame got a good offensive line play out there. So does Ohio State. You know what I'm saying? Right. So does Penn State. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should be kind of looking at that line play that those teams kind of have. So those kind of guys right now will supersede a running back like it's Cam Scottaboo, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? Which you know what I'm saying, the coach ain't necessarily looking at running back or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Those are the pieces the coach kind of look at. Run, you know what I'm saying, at replacing. I know huge still question mark with Anthony Richardson, but you know what I'm saying, they have to improve their quarterback room desperately, because like they get two different levels of production when he's in and he's out. You know what I'm saying? You get two different levels of Alec Pierce. You know what I'm saying? He's, you know what I'm saying, his level of production. You get two different up downs. You know what I'm saying? So no, they got to get consistency at quarterback. So I would just, hey dude, hurt feelings or not, just draft another quarterback.
Hurt feelings or not, draft another quarterback. Okay. Arzu Sports. Thank you for liking the story. Yeah, we're live here on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube.
The Steelers got that same mentality, Brandon.
TikTok. Hey man, I'm gonna say it again. Off season, we trade George Pickens. I can't handle the dude, man. In today's media room, he act like a jackass. Russ Wilson don't trust me now. Jesus, we don't. This is Antonio Brown 2.0 all over again. Get rid of him. Trade him after the season. Hell, bench his ass. I don't care.
They're on a 3-game losing streak.
Yes, something's got to change. I know you're playing 3 great teams in 11 days, but still.
They got the Bengals up next.
Saturday night at 8:00.
You got to believe in Mike Tomlin. They're gonna finish the season out strong.
If we win, we play at Houston in the AFC wild card. If you lose, you take on. There's a good chance you either take on Baltimore or Buffalo.
Some of you degenerate fools got the nerve to got Joe Burrow in your MVP conversations.
Should be.
Dude, how can
Joe Burrow should be an MVP candidate. I said it.
Conversation.
And I'm a Steelers fan. He deserved it. The dude is killing it. And just because the way their record, they started off a little slow. I mean, my God, the dude is tearing it up right now. Passing yards, touchdowns. I'm just glad I didn't see Patrick Mahomes a Pro Bowler. And people are going outraged at that. He hasn't played like it. Who got snubbed was Baker Mayfield. He got snubbed. He should have been a Pro Bowler. You know, and people watching, I am totally 100% against the Pro Bowl. I think it's a joke. I think they should eliminate it. And I know there's incentives for it for people's contracts, but I think it's a joke. I used to watch the Royal Rumble instead of the Pro Bowl, man.
What do you think I feel about the All-Star game?
The NBA one?
Yes.
We talked about it. I was a little ridiculous with the scoring and all. I don't even know if I like this year's format. 4 teams picked by Barkley and all them.
Dude, that's horrible. That want to roll my eyes. That's not even basketball. Like for what? You got fan engagement. Let the fans pick who's gonna play on the team or whatever. The coaches still get. I don't know. They got pissy that the coaches don't get a say no more.
Yeah.
Like who gets it? Like man, nah, man. They need to bring all that back, man. If the like it too damn bad. Sorry, man.
Jaden Ivey had a real bad injury last night for the Pistons.
It's horrible, man.
He'll be out a month.
Just when he was playing well, you know what I'm saying, and kind of, you know what I'm saying, that actually the whole Detroit Pistons playing well. You know what I'm saying? They had the team moving in the right direction. They, you know what I'm saying, they got some veterans on their team, and now then some of their players are maturing, and like it's tough injury. So like, nah, man. Get well soon.
Pacers are up right now, 66-50 over the Miami Heat at halftime.
They blew had a 19-point lead against the Bucks. Man, you trying to piss me off, Brandon. They blew a 19-point lead against the Bucks.
I'm not shocked. They always previously it was the Celtics. They always would blow leads too.
I don't get it, man. But then again, this NBA sometimes is perplexing, man. What do you know? There's a lot of rumors about different player moving out. Walker Kessler. You know what I'm saying? Potential.
I'd take him.
Yeah, but the Pacers ain't swinging for the fences. They won't do it, man. They won't send enough capital over. The Pacers need to get better at.
You still want to trade Obi?
They need to get better. They need to get better defensive rebound and offensive rebound, and he does both, and he can kind of score. You know what I'm saying? He's a center, y'all. But what does Danny Ainge want? I don't know if Danny Ainge wants a player in return. Now he don't want Obi Toppin in return. Danny Ainge just kind of wants picks. You know what I'm saying? Danny Ainge probably wants picks. He might take Ben Shepherd. Danny Ainge might take Ben Shepherd. You know what I mean? And some picks. And that would get it. But like, it's probably gonna take a little bit more. Man, what y'all should be embarrassed by.
Oh boy.
Probably, man, Goga Patati is out here looking like Ronnie Cycli, man. Like he can turn.
Stop it.
This
he
dude
is not.
Okay, Brandon. Okay. This dude put together a couple games, man. I watched the tape, man. It left me speechless.
Cycli had more than a couple of games, man.
Well, I'm saying this era. Okay, I give him
He's averaging 9 points.
Okay, I give
8 rebounds.
I give him Gortat. How many rebounds?
8.
Dude, we couldn't get juice out of that orange for nothing. For how many seasons did he play for the Pacers?
Do you think he's out rebounding Miles Turner?
Man, that dude couldn't rebound. Oh my God.
Is he out rebounding Miles Turner? He is averaging 8.3 rebounds. Miles Turner is averaging
no Miles Shea here, man.
7.2.
Surprise. Nah, listen, he was the key all along. Goga Patati. He needed to grow his hair out. That's what he needed.
Something like that. They ain't got a bad squad over there in Orlando. Besides all the injuries they're getting.
No, they got a talent rich team, man. But like there's a lot of different trades, kind of, not big. There's like, you know what I'm saying, Giannis ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Or Paul George, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's going nowhere. But like, different trades are kind of getting ready to happen, for darn sure. But Pacers would need to get in something involved like that. Pacers kind of suck right now in rebounding. I don't know if your homie, I don't know how much gonna blow up gonna happen with Jimmy Butler. Pat Riley said he ain't blinking.
Yeah, Riley ain't happy with him.
Well, he's not happy with Jimmy Butler. Just wants, an extended contract. And I don't think they foresee him being there like that long term. LeBron said though, he said he could play for another 5 years. I don't know if I want LeBron James play another 5 years.
And he said he understands it's a business, so if he's not with the Lakers, he understands. He's trying to get up to the Bay for his final couple years.
He can't, dude.
He only got to play 20 minutes.
Nobody wants to see that, man.
Lakers, 18 and 14. They play the Trailblazers tonight.
It's kind of calmed down for them.
It has.
Losing. That's what I mean. The losing has calmed down, which means they
sorta. Yeah. They won 6 of their last 5 of their last 7.
but it's still all hinging on if LeBron, like, it's like, man, if LeBron
It is.
plays well, it's still hitting on this 40-year-old basketball player. This is ridiculous, man. It's crazy, but that's what comes with LeBron, bro.
Cavaliers 29-4 and Oklahoma City 27-5 lead your conferences.
I think it's gonna be a dogfight in the East, man. Cleveland and the
Who's your surprise team of the league this year?
Milwaukee will have to say. I mean, I'm kind of like it, not necessarily surprise team just yet. Let me think about that.
I give you mine.
Atlanta has gotten better.
They have. Atlanta's 18-16, 7th in the East.
Not even critically of Richard Sher anymore. They've got some other guys that they've added through them trades that they've kind of panned out for them. Dyson Daniels.
Thank you.
It's kind of panned out for him. So
yeah,
I would say Atlanta. Shout out to the homie Nas. He used to call into the blog, onto the show, man.
Yeah, man. I wish we get Nas back on. Mine would be Houston. I'm impressed with what Houston's doing. 22-11 with that young team.
And dude, they trying to get into the trade talk with Sacramento.
Yeah, they trying to get De'Aaron Fox.
That means your boy Ben Shepherd will be gone. Not Ben Shepherd. The kid that just drafted from Kentucky. I said Ben Shepherd. Shame on me.
Reed Shepherd.
Shame on me. This is how you this live. We can't cut this back. Anyway, shame on me.
No, this is a blooper. What are your blooper reels?
Blooper, absolutely. But that means he would be gone.
Yeah. Hey, what'd you think of the fight the other night, man? We get some old school NBA fights now. We're starting to get them.
Tyler Hero got his game going back on strong.
Woo.
And he said, after the game, man, he said, I would be mad if you was getting passed on and shot on. And
Sir Thompson was not having it.
Yeah, he was talking some heavy trash, man. I like it.
Old school NBA right there. I love it.
Well, you know what, Brandon? I know on the last video we had, that kind of speaks to the culture of what kind of Pat Riley has down there. You know what I'm saying? They do take pride in their games down there. So, you know what I'm saying? I know the Thompson twins come in with a lot of high-powered, maybe you supposed to just bow down to them because we get ready to dunk on you. And because
right.
But man, Tyler Hero didn't play in the finals, son. And you know what I'm saying? And though he's not Luka Doncic or, you know what I'm saying?
Give him that respect.
You know what I'm saying? You got to give him that respect, man. He wasn't trying to hear it, man. So, no, I like it because, I like the chippy basketball. I like, you know what I'm saying, when, you know what I'm saying, the guys leave it on the court, you know what I'm saying? And not whiny basketball, but, and not necessarily I hate you either. You know what I'm saying? Like Draymond Green, I feel like Draymond Green feel like dude, he could commit a hate crime. So sometimes when he be after folks, I'm like, dude, calm down, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But man, I like chippy basketball for sure.
Okay. NFL real quick. Cleveland and Baltimore Saturday at 4:30. Cincinnati and Pittsburgh at 8:00. The whole AFC North will be playing on Saturday. Matchups on Sunday: Carolina, Atlanta, Washington, Dallas, Chicago, Green Bay, Houston, Tennessee, Jacksonville, Indy, Buffalo, New England, Giants, and Eagles. Eagles are benching everybody. Kansas City and Denver. Kansas City not playing everybody. Denver should be able to take care of business. Because if not, the Miami Dolphins might sneak their way in.
I hope not, man. I hope we get one more special Jameis Winston game, man.
Oof.
I hope we get one more Jameis Winston game.
Let me ask you this, because this is really what matters. What's your expectations for Sunday night? Lions, Vikings for the 1 seed. The other loser goes to the 5 seed. They're both 14-2, man.
That's crazy. Where's the game at?
It is in Detroit.
Man, hey man, do you know that dude is going pedal to the metal? Dan Campbell's not sitting. No, well, if he
already said he ain't sitting. They want the 1 seed. You get a bye. Everybody wants that bye.
How many timeouts you get in the game?
3.
Burn them all. How many fourth downs can you get? He's gonna try fourth down conversions. If it comes to it, he's gonna go for it, man. So nah, man. I give
high stakes. Winner is the 1 seed. The loser goes to the 5 seed and goes on the road in the first round, probably likely to Tampa or Atlanta. But I'm going to say it's probably Tampa, and you don't want to go to Tampa. Plays well at home, and I don't think as a 5 seed you want to go there.
No, because right now Detroit, though they're offensively led team, they feed up more off their home field. They defense is hot mess.
They gave up a ton the other night, but that was a fun game to watch.
Swiss cheese, buddy, but because it's injury riddled. But man, as far as that game, and it ain't like Minnesota. Minnesota ain't gonna go down lightly though. That's
no, not at all, not at all. How crazy is it? Because me and you both agree the Green Bay Packers are a good team. They're a really good team. Packers are 11-5. Great team. John, they're the 7th seed. That's crazy, isn't that? 7th seed, Green Bay Packers. They're going to be going to most likely going to Philly. They're tied with the Commanders, but based off winning percentage in conference games right now, the Commanders are up in that. So as of right now, Green Bay would be going to Philly. The Commanders would be going to the Rams. And then right now you'd have Vikings and Bucks.
Okay.
Over in the AFC side right now, you would have Buffalo and Denver. You would have Baltimore against the Chargers and Steelers, Texans in the first round games. So, hey, this is great because this is the best time of the year, people, because we have college football semifinals that start next Thursday, a week from today. We got a game Thursday night. We got a game Friday night. We got NFL playoffs on Saturday and Sunday. What better time, man, besides March Madness? Anything else, John, before we wrap?
Nah, man. It's been a little stream here, man. We'll catch up a little bit more.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We'll see you guys next week for our regular scheduled show.
Thanks for watching.
See you, John.